Welcome to the sixth lesson of our Mystery Space Unit. If you think about all you've learned so far, it is pretty impressive. We started all this by learning about how humans discovered that the Earth orbits around the Sun in a heliocentric solar system instead of a geocentric or Earth centered universe that humans believed for thousands of years. We've discovered how the Earth's daily rotation was used to create our system of daily and yearly timekeeping, starting with the ancient Egyptians using their hands to create the 24-hour days. We also have learned how the Earth's 23.5-degree tilt from the sun creates the 4 seasons we experience on Earth, and how each season depends on where the Earth is located in its yearly orbit around the sun. We've even learned about our moon's phases and how humans eventually discovered patterns in its orbit around our Earth, along with a connection to our ocean tides. We now know that as humans created new and advanced technologies, they began to realize that the Earth is just one of 8 planets, 9 until 2006. Sorry, Pluto. 8 planets, orbiting the sun in what humans would call a solar system, where planets, along with all their kinds of objects like dwarf planets and comets, orbit around the sun. Last lesson, we talked about how these new technologies became so advanced, we started being able to explore space in ways humans had only imagined, sending satellites into Earth's orbit, sending animals, and then humans into space, and eventually sending a man to the moon in 1969. Up until now, we've talked a lot about how humans began discovering the truths we've learned about our solar system. But are humans still discovering new things? Now that we know all of this, are we done exploring? Think about ways in which humans are still discovering more about space. Maybe you've heard about it in the news, or read about it, or heard it from family members. Pause the video here and brainstorm or discuss this question. There are many ways in which scientists are still exploring our solar system, but today we're going to focus on one in particular. It is our neighboring planet Mars. Today we're going to explore some questions about how we are exploring the planet Mars, the 4th planet from the sun. First of all, why are humans choosing Mars instead of closer planets like Mercury or Venus? How are humans discovering Mars? And what information are we actually trying to find? So, the first question, how are we discovering Mars? The simple and quick answer is that human scientists and engineers have designed machines called rovers that are sent into outer space towards Mars that land on the red planet to explore and collect information. There have been 5 Mars rover missions from NASA, starting with Sojourner in 1997, Opportunity in 2004, Spirit in 2004, the Curiosity in 2012, and Perseverance in 2021. Most recently, China has sent a mission called the Zhurong in 2021. So the second question, why Mars? Aren't Venus and Mercury closer? The answer is it's complicated because all planets orbit the sun at a different speed, which means Mars, Venus, and Mercury could be the closest to Earth depending on where we are in the orbit. The answer really isn't about distance anyway. It's more about conditions like temperature. Venus is very hot, enough so to even melt lead at 900 degrees Fahrenheit. So sending any equipment there would probably destroy it. And if we ever thought about bringing human life there, probably wouldn't work out. In fact, we did send a mission in 1978, not with humans, but it only lasted for about 1 hour. Mercury has extreme temperatures, meaning it can be extremely hot in the daytime, about 800 degrees or 800 degrees Fahrenheit, and extremely cold in the nighttime, around negative 330 degrees Fahrenheit. Mars is still very cold, but does not have extreme temperatures like Mercury and Venus. It depends on where you are on Mars, just like here on Earth. But you could expect a high of 70 degrees on Mars, with a low about negative 50 or negative 60 degrees, where the rovers would land. So we now know how we're exploring Mars and why we're exploring Mars instead of other neighboring planets. But what information are we trying to find? What about exploring Mars helps humans find out more about our universe? Like the scientists that have come before us, that question is yours to discover. Using the assignment Mars Research in Google Classroom, use the attached resources in your copy of the research document to explore and answer this question. Good luck.